So, I mean, could be seeing a total opposite of a situation. In this case, it will be Radix taking the favoured CT side of Mirage.
So there's a chance it's going to go to all 3 maps, most
This
likely,
could go
isn't
to
it?
all 3 maps. But that being said, however, we have seen teams massively fluff their CT side, which can be so detrimental.
Lots of upsets.
If exceL-Endpoint are on point for today. So it will be the pistol round to start things off. Radix on CT, exceL on T. 4 armors for the Radix side, and Logs is going to get himself a 5th. So actually no defuse kit. I thought he would buy into the defuse kit. That's a bit of a risk if you do.
I was going to say that Radix, yeah, a bit of a risk there. It looks like they're going to take them out as quick as they possibly can. Looks like we've got 3 road CTs on Bs, exactly where the Terrace are going as well. So they could possibly fall into this trap here if they choose to commit to B. But they're playing it slow, so that's what I like to see from the T side, just to suss out where they are before they actually enter a site. But they're going to go for it. Looks like they're actually going to push through B-Apps now. We've got one lurker on A, trying to get best to get a pick onto Cray, but Cray's not going to fall into that trap. But a couple of great picks there from Cryptix and Mighty Max onto both Dancy and Dom, and that puts Sliggy and Lazza and Cryptix in a, now 3v2. So there's only 2 CTs against 3 Ts here, and they've got a good opportunity to get the bomb down and possibly win this round. But see if Sliggy can get this kill on B-Apps.
Coming in towards the back lines. Bomb does get planted, so Radix have to set up a retake.
Oh,
it's
Sliggy
3 versus 2. Smooya spots out Sliggy, and a good lurk on his part. Manages to shut down a player, moving up towards the T-side apartments. And Cray will come in from Market Main.
And this is what I like to see. I like to see the CTs working together, retaking the site as a unit instead of one by one. And look, you can see it's working out perfectly as Smooth takes out both Cryptix and Lazza. So not a bad retake from them whatsoever.
Indeed, it will be the retake coming in, and Radix will take themselves a nice pistol coming in to this round here. Very good start overall for the CT side, I do think. And we'll buy back, of course, exceL with the force buy in their own right. And this happened in the last round as well. They seem to like force buying into the SMGs in this case. 2 UMPs coming out, so quite a lot of investment for the exceL side. They did get a bomb down. But again, going back to this point I was talking about, we said, you know, usually you would quite like to save those that money for round 3.
Yeah, I mean, is this impatience or is this just the ballsy gamble that they think can pay off? I mean, they're going straight through connector here, and we've got 1 T on A Palace too. So it's a nice little split. It doesn't work out for Jenko, unfortunately, as Dancy does take him out, but Sliggy does help his team out and trade the kill eventually. But Smooth taking another kill to Lazza and another trade from Cryptix. It's like a bloodbath here. One trade after another for both sides. But a brilliant bit of play there from UMP with Sliggy there. Brilliant couple of kills for him, just to make it a little bit easier to get on site. But Dancy says it's not going to make too much of a difference as he puts himself in a 1v1 situation with Cryptix. I think Cryptix has some idea where Dancy is. I'm sure that the information was relayed to him, so it's going to be interesting to see if he defends his site well enough.
4K clutch for Dancy. He's already picked up 1 tag down and picked up the beautiful 3K Claire. Sliggy in this one. He's going in for the defuse. Actually, this could work out well or not. The kit comes in, but Cryptix,
being the one that planted the bomb, knew exactly where it was.
Indeed, he did, and that's going to put exceL up to 1-1. A risk for the Radix side does not pay off. In fact, it pays in little. They're going to be 1-1 now and on an eco.
Yeah, and we're saying about impatience from exceL, but to be honest there, it worked out for them, gambling and forcing up, even though they lost the first round. And going into the third round, they've got full buy, full utility, and the CTs, that being Radix, only have, one rifle, that being a scout. So it's going to be interesting to see who takes this third round, and it looks like they're just going for map control and playing this slowly, which is probably the best thing to do. But an ace split, I think, is going to come in soon, as we can see Mighty Max pushing up connector. He's trying to get that kill onto Dom, see if he can get this, but Jenko gets the first kill onto Logsy. Mighty Max follows up, kills Dom eventually in connector. Jenko going for Cray, and that just leaves Smooth. No, sorry, he's getting taken out by Sliggy as well. Very quick round so far, but that means Dancy is on his own with a scout, trying his best to fend off all Ts, and he's not going to do a great job here, unfortunately, because he's up against 5 Ts with the bomb down, and as we just witnessed, Dancy does fall down to Jenko's UMP, and that's a round in exceL's favour.
Cryptix did fall, but it's not a huge loss for the exceL side. 2-1. And Radix will be once again back to the pistols. Of course, the force buy in the last round means that they can't really afford to do any much more than that. So it will just be USPs. A couple of P250s coming out. Cray's got himself a flashbang to put over towards wherever he does feel like putting it. He's going to be on the A side. A stack for Radix. We'll pretty much try and hold off the push coming from exceL if they do decide to go in that general direction.
Might work out for them, as we just saw. Dancy's just got a great kill onto Lazza, and looks like the Ts were actually opting for another A, plant, and that's exactly what they're doing, and that's exactly where the CTs are playing. So even though they've got no kit, and there is a chance that they could immediately take back control of site A and win the round. But the bomb's down anyhow. It's Sliggy, Jenko, Mighty Max and Cryptics up against 5 CTs, and got an interesting boost here into windows. So they're just trying to enter this site, the CTs here, from every single angle that they possibly can, and every one of the CTs is alive. So there's a possibility that they could take this retake, but it's going to be hard, and they need to definitely hurry up considering they haven't got a kit.
5-on-4, Jenko starts things off, takes down Crane. Well, exceL, they have a much better buy, much more weaponry. It's going to be Jenko picking up 4 kills in total. Bombs are going to go. Cryptics watches the back, spots out Dancing and sprays him down. 4K for Jenko with a UMP. That's like a lot of money in the bank, and just, you know, an easy cleanup for exceL. We weren't expecting much more than that. It was a pistol, but at the very least, they were able to take one down early on, which did show signs of life.
Yeah, which gave them a little bit of hope, but it was a little bit odd seeing all 5 CTs just hanging around mid and outside connector in mid. It was a strange strat. I don't know if they're opting to push up mid and they realised that they were already in site A, so they came back and retracted. But anyhow, it didn't work out for them in the end, unfortunately. But they're fully bought now, so it should be an interesting round on both. For both sides.
3-1, exceL in the lead, but Radix finally with a rifle round. Side of Mighty Max starting things off, spraying onto Smooya, 8 HP. The frag grenade is not in his hands, and as a result, he'll have to go away and peek a second time. We'll take him down. Logsy trades, and Jenko trades right back. So we're in a 4-on-3 situation with exceL at the advantage. They're going to get the bomb down on the B side. Radix have to set up a retake with just their 3 M4s, and well, this will be a difficult round for them. In fact, it looks like they're just going to go ahead and back off and save.
Yeah. Probably the best option for them, considering they haven't got a defuse kit, and obviously the T's have a man advantage. So they don't want to go into the next round forced into an eco if they lose this. So it's probably the best and most safest play for them to play out right now, which is obviously to hang around in Palace and save those M4s.
4-on-3 situation. Not going to work out that well whatsoever for the Radix side. First rifle round, and they get shut down immediately, so exceL will go hunting, but they're not going to find anything. They'll probably be a little bit too far gone at this point. They will pick their 4th. Radix will have those 3 rifles at least for the next round, so they should be able to get something together. The economy is still looking quite shaky, but surviving that one, they can drop a couple of FAMAS. As you can see, that Dom's already given one to Smooya. Yeah. And, well, a second one could come in for Logsy if they do decide to do so, or he can just buy it in his own right. Armor coming out, utility will be out in the force, and the UMP for Radix. So actually, this could be a very interesting round indeed. It is still nothing in comparison to their exceL 4 AK and 1 N4 buy up and save. But exceL, right now, they've got enough utility that they can try and hit towards this A site. So Radix up for a nice defensive.
Absolutely, and I mean, obviously they had to, you know, force buy there a couple of CTs because they already had CTs with 3 and 4s in their hands. It made sense, but I would like to obviously see a double AWP set up from Smoo and Dancey like we've seen in recent games. It does tend to work out for them, but anyhow, look, the T's have stormed up into A. They're already on site. The bomb's going to be going down shortly if you can just get over to on site, because Sliggy's trying his best to secure all angles, throwing flashes and smokes left, right, and centre. Laza, anyhow, is brilliantly lurking there as he takes out Dom. Connector from short, I believe that was, and now that leaves Logsy and Dancey in a 2v3 situation in both the same position, that being that of CT. Not looking too bright for them. They have a couple of smokes, mind you, to gain some leeway onto site and see if they use them, but it's not looking like they're opting to as they fall back to the CT area, and it looks like they're going to save their M4 and their UMP, which well, should have gone for that? I'm not too sure, but if they did and they lost, they probably would be able to buy in the next round. So.
Well, actually, I think that it would have been still a bit shaky. I think Dancey and Cray would have had no problems whatsoever because they're sitting still in the thousands area. And we have a look at the money. Yeah, it does look like they should be able to put themselves under the buy. And as Logsy does fall, Dancey just about holds into it. But Radix, definitely going to be a hard buy if they do decide to go for it. The AWP is coming out from Dancey, which should indicate that they are going to go for it. Yeah. 2 M4s out for Cray and Smooya. FAMAS out for Logsy, and Dom's going to go CZ. So it is going to be a force buy, a quasi-force. And exceL with the 5 AK still rocking that same setup. And well, they've put Radix on a 5-round, a full round loss bonus up against them on the T side. They're
lovely little
going to
kill
start
from
things off fantastically for Smooya. So suddenly a change of pace from Radix, and they roll this one into a round victory here.
I reckon they can. I mean, they've got the man advantage, as we just saw. That was a brilliant kill from Smoo there, using the smoke to his advantage, peeking over on top there at mid and taking out Laza. Now, all they need to do is hold back, play passive, and just let the T's make the first move. And I think that's probably the best option for them, considering they have got that advantage. They want to give that advantage away too early.
Still the advantage to the Radix side, so Dom, if he can get himself up towards middle, can probably pick up a rifle and do some work with it, but a little bit too risky. He's holding close range and connector, so I think that's the best place for him. I think that's the best play where he can, best position he can play from holding that close range angle. And we can see here, like you were just about to point out, the boost right there. If they do decide to hit the A side,
that's good, because I mean that means Smooth can just hold B on his own, and they can commit maybe to a 4-man A. But it looks like anyway they're going to boost him and he's going to stick on B, and it's probably the right choice actually. They've corrected me, and they're going into B now. The T side, they do spot out Logsy, but will they spot out Smooth? This is going to be very interesting for Smooth. He takes out the first, that being Cryptics. He goes for the second, but unfortunately for him, Mighty Max comes from B abs and takes him out. Now all 3 CTs are in kitchen now. The bomb is going to be going down any minute now, I'm sure, but they're just too busy right now, the T's, to smoke them off first. That's what they want to do. They want to smoke them off first, gain absolute control before they commit to a bomb plant. Now the bomb has gone down, as we just saw there, and they know. I think they know exactly where all the CTs are, and it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Saying that, Cray does a good job to getting the kill on Sliggy, but Mighty Max and Jenko just take out John and Cray, and then Jenko takes out the last, that being Dancy. So well played from exceL. Unfortunately there from Radix. I did think that Ninja might have worked out for them with Smooth, but didn't do quite a good enough job.
And this is what I was talking about in the beginning of the matchup. This is a CT-sided map, but if a team fluffs that CT side, then this can probably almost spell the end of it. They need to start finding rounds. They need to start getting something on the board here, else, well, we might just be seeing the end very quickly for the Radix side. They took the first map. The exceL side can probably take the second if they are able to keep this momentum rolling. But meanwhile, in terms of the buy-ups, in terms of this current round, we're going to have the full M4 AK and AWP buy-ups, excuse me, on the T side. Radix with a scout on Dancy, but other than that, not much else. It will be not the quasi for the CTs. And
you're just looking at Radix's economy as well. They really need to do something this round if they want to go into the next round strong. And this is just what you predicted, Jay, at the beginning of the map. You did say exceL were most likely going to come out on top on this map, and they're doing just that. So it's going to be hard for Radix to actually do anything to get back into this. And it's looking more and more likely we're going to see a third map.
Mighty Max entering onto site. Logsy goes forwarding. Dancy, Cray, and Smooth. Well, they're the last ones to try and defend. One by one, they all forward. Jenko and Sliggy pick up the last two, and next they'll have their 7th. And already we're starting to see now, well, almost 8 rounds coming out. They might already have the half here. Yeah,
this is where I definitely think they need to change something up. I haven't seen a double AWP setup yet, and just as I say that, Dancy has picked up an AWP, Smooth's picked up an AWP, so maybe this could be the game changer that they've been searching for. So going into round 9, it's going to be very interesting to see if Dancy and Smooth can take out either Luzza or one of the entry players from exceL and gain immediate control of this round. But let's see what happens as we commence this 9th round. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock. Map control is operative right now, and look, Dancy gets the first kill onto Luzza. It goes for a second. Can he get a third? He does not get third, but that was well held from him. Now all the CTs need to do is rotate, but check mid, please, Cray. And unfortunately, Mighty Max takes advantage of that fact that he did not check mid, and he takes him right out. So that leaves Dom, Smooth, and Logsy in a 3v3 against T side. They know that the bomb's going to be planted on B anytime now, but they're not going to go into site just yet. They want to wait for that bomb to be planted first, so they know for a fact that it's going to be on B. So they're just trying to suss out where the T side are.
But the problem with that is that you can see that Mighty Max was all the way back towards top mid, and they had a good chance to take out the 2 players. It would have been a 3-on-2 situation in their favour, and that's pretty much an opportunity thrown. If they pushed through earlier, then they probably could have been able to stop the bomb from getting down in the first place. They're still going to play retake as the Cryptics going to see if we can spot out the first. Oh no, the Firebird, Smooth alive. Dom going to get a TK in. He's now going to be the lone man alive in a 1 versus 2. An unnecessary death for the Radix side. May just force them to throw this round here. Smoke goes out. Mighty Max spots it out. And it will be exceL taking their 8th on their T side.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame there. I thought Dom might have had a chance to, despite he's in a 1v2, there's a chance that he could have actually taken that. He had a flash, he had a smoke, and unfortunately he didn't use those to his full advantage. But never mind, I can't take anything away from exceL. They managed to get onto site well, control it, and fend off the CTs one by one as they entered the site. So another round to exceL. It's going to be interesting to see what Radix can put off in this round. Probably not too much considering their economy, and they've only got 1 rifle in their hands. And look, Cryptics is saying it's not going to be your round, Dom. I'm going to take you out first, and Craig does follow up, but then Luzza says I'm going to take you out as well. So it's trade for trade right now. It's 3 Ts against 3 CTs. The smokes are going out on the T side, so they're smoking off the CTs as best they can. And it looks like Dance is going to go down too. So that leaves Logsy and Smoo now in a 2v3 against 3 rifles. So what's going to happen?
Take a look at the health of the exceL side. It can't be that hard to shut them down. Yes, it's pistols, but it's such a little amount of health. It's just taking down those shots, and that'll be good. Logsy starts things off, and this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
2 kills coming in with the Deagle. He gets Mighty Max and he gets Cryptics, and Sliggy left alone with 28 HP. Logsy, this isn't even a bad shot. He's got a Molotov in his hands. He's picked up the AK, and just one tap is all he needs to pick up the 3K through the wall. The second round finally on the board for Radix. It took them long enough, but it's finally come in during round 2.
That was a good call. I didn't actually notice this exceL's HP there, and that was a brilliant play there from Logsy to get all 3 Ts there, I believe. 2 with the Deagle, and then the last one with the AK-47 just to win the round. So that was good from Radix. They needed something like that. They needed a game changer there, and Logsy in that case was just that.
Indeed, 8-2 exceL-Endpoint, in fact. Not going to have many problems going into this next round. They have built up quite a fair amount of economy during this past round. Radix going to have the double orb set up once again. A huge investment considering they've just won a round after about, well, pretty much 8 in a row, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, pretty heavy investment, pretty hard going into it. But it could work out well. Once again, we're talking about that double orb setup. We've seen it yesterday. We could see it again today. But, you know, Radix definitely in with a chance here. exceL, we're going to go for the A execution on towards the site. Here come the smokes and the flashbangs. Dom with the great defensive starts things off and takes down Sliggy. As now the rest of the T side looking to move on through. Jenko body blocks the Molotov. He cuts off Mighty Max from himself and Cryptics. And now it's a 5-on-4 with exceL at the supreme disadvantage. Finally, the Molotov will clear. The fire and the flames will be extinguished. And Craze and Dom going to start trading. Jenko gets that second kill. 3-on-4 situation is Radix. They're just trying to clean things up. Jenko getting a wall banger onto Craze. Still back to a 3-on-2 slight advantage towards the CTs. Dancey fluffs a shot with the AWP, and the bomb will go down. Finally, the second peak takes down Jenko, leaves Lazar in a 1 versus 3, which he can't really, well, he doesn't really have a great chance to win. In fact, as Logs is just trying to tap away through the wall, trying to shut him down. What looks like it should be a wall hack, but at least not. It's just a little
Well, he's peaked, he understands where he is, and he's just relaying that information to his teammates. Dancey being probably the best one to relay that to, considering he's got an AWP. But Smoo has 2. He misses his first shot, which is quite rare for him to do, but got 3 CTs against 1 T here. Is there much that Lazar can do, considering the bomb's not on his back? No. As Smoo says, you're not going to have this round, Lazar, and he takes him out the AWP, and that's a round in Radix's favour. So it's good that they're clawing back some rounds here. They need to do that as much as they possibly can, and try their best to get 6 rounds under their belt in this first half.
7 is the best they're
7,
looking
sorry.
for.
It's early.
Of course,
it's early.
It is early. It's not as early as me, mate. Trust me. Double up setup coming out once again for Radix, Dancey, and Smoo. Of course, the power couple of the Radix team. If they can put that into great effect, it's worked out well for them so far. Huge investment, huge risk, but great reward. And it's going to pay off even more as we do start off this round with a great frag from Smoo, taking down Sliggy to start things off, and exceL will be forced to slow things right down as their player in underpass and top mid are just forced to chill out and hold their tongue for a quick little minute here.
Yeah, the CTs, Radix, that being obviously has got the man advantage now, and we've seen this before. They get an early pick and they try their best to hold map control. Smooth's missing a shot on mid, unfortunate for him, as he gets brought down to 17 HP. And they know where he is, and they know he's right side, so what they need to do really now is wall bang and spray down, but it's information in the day, and information is key in this game of CS. And looks as though the CTs are going to slowly rotate round to A, as we can see the bomber here, who is Lazar, is rotating through T-base. Mighty Max is going to join him as well, so we're going to probably see an A execute here, because we do have a T in mid also looking to gain some connector control too. So looks as though we're going to see that execute coming any second. They've got the utility to do just that as well, so it might be successful. But we'll have to wait and see if they can get the picks here, the CTs, as they do into the site.
4-on-5 situation favours the CT side. Radix, good defense, and it's going to be Lazar that starts things off, takes down one, but once again Radix, they're so good at trading. Cray takes down Jenko, and Cryptics drops a grenade straight onto Cray back. Smoo, even then, he trades that for Cryptics and turns it back into a 3-on-2. It's going to enable exceL to get a bomb down, but this shouldn't be that difficult of a retake for the Radix side unless they really fluff something up. Logsy spots out Lazar, back turn to him, leaves Mighty Max in a 1-on-3 situation, back towards the T-Rap. AWP, AK, and M4 in the hands of the Radix, so this shouldn't be that difficult. Mighty Max will try, tags up 1, looking for even more, and he's going to take down Dancey, but other than that, not much going to be found for him in this round. exceL will lose another one, and Radix will be up 4-8 here on their CT side.
Yeah, Radix needs to try and keep this momentum going. I mean, looking at exceL's economy, they still have plenty of money to continue to buy. So Radix are doing a good job at stomping them out, especially in the last couple of rounds. And let's just see if they can continue to do that, because they want to try and get as many rounds as they possibly can in this first half to have a chance in a second.
8-4, exceL. Yeah, like you said, going to buy back, but this time the buy-ups are going to look a little bit flaky. $500 on 2 players on the exceL side of things. And after the buyback, this should, well, I mean, yeah, there's still like a little amount of money on a couple of different players as well.
Yeah,
I
Jenko,
mean,
Mighty Max.
you know,
yeah.
Jenko, Mighty Max holding up to 4,700 and 6,500 respectively. But, you know, like they're still going to hope in that chance for, well, what could very easily be a Quasi or an Eco or another Force for that matter.
Yeah.
As it will be, well, exceL setting themselves up for the B site this time. They've had that A execution come in several times before. And, well, this B execute could catch Radix off guard entirely. They could be entirely expecting A push. Instead, it's going to be a B. All 4 players rushing on through, and Logsy and Smooya going to set up a crossfire that shuts them all down as exceL will start to lose players. They drop the bomb, leaves Mighty Max over towards short. Nothing he can do other than try and pick up a couple of exits, takes down Dom. And that is going to be all she wrote for the exceL side on this map, this round, excuse me. 5-8 will be the scoreline as Mighty Max with 12 HP can't do anything but run and hide and hold on to his AK for the end of this round. It will be exceL losing yet another against the Radix side. This is going to be 4 in a row now.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant crossfire play there from both Logsy and Dancy onto B. So yeah, as soon as we saw the T's come out of B apps, they got absolutely destroyed. So that's just perfect textbook teamwork coming from Team Radix here. And like you said, Mighty Max, the best thing to do is to say that that AK-47, considering he's only got 12 HP and he's up against 4 CT. So good stomp out there from Team Radix.
Yeah, just holding on with Mighty Max. Radix not going to go take that chance, not going to give him the opportunity to shut them down anymore. And he'll be able to walk away with 12 HP on his side, and AK in his hands. And exceL with, well, we'll have a look at how their buy-up does look in the next round, because, well, it's going to be kind of awkward here. They've got a bit of money. Yeah. They could probably drop. Mighty Max has still got 6,800 despite not getting any money in this round, but have a look what they do here. Mighty Max still with the AK. He'll drop a couple, and it will be another buy. I think this is pretty much the 4th buy in a row after losing, I think.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, they're going to be forced into an eco if they lose this round exceL, so they definitely need to try their best to do something here. But Radix, I'm pretty sure the momentum is going to help them. I mean, they're going for that 7th round, aren't they? And it's looking more and more likely that they can get to 7 rounds. So let's just see what happens and see if they can do that.
Yep, full AK buy for Radix. Not a double up coming out for the CT side. Only Smooya going to hold on to that one. Dancy's just going to opt with the standard M4. And I'm not sure. It does look like a slight money issues for him. Only 2,400 in the bank after that, after the fact. So it's 5-8 now. exceL start to take mid control. And they will move their way. It looks like they might try and hit the A site this time, of course. Little success on the B site. It only makes sense. Don't fix what's not broken.
No.
And now they will flash their way on through it. It doesn't look like they're trying to hit connector as well. So you know, overall, I think a very good strategy for exceL might catch Radix from the left-hand side.
It's very interesting because the CTs are obviously playing very passively. They you know, giving them the control, which is perfectly fine. You can do that. That's a good option to take. But you look, they're just waiting for the T's to make their move and enter a site. And I think they're either going to go for a retake or just take them out as soon as they do step foot into the site. Whether that's B or A doesn't matter, because both sides are playing passively. So it's going to be very interesting to see how exceL deal with this and whether or not they can actually gain any kind of control and get the bomb down at all. It's going to be very hard for them to do that, considering this strat that's coming in from Radix.
He starts things off, takes down Crane, nicely done the smokes and molotovs, and flashbangs will start to pull their way on through exceL. They have connected control. They're watching if they can cut off rotation so easily here. Mighty Max picks up Dom, so it's back to a 3-on-5 exceL. A nice advantage. Logsy trades, but Jenko trades right back. 2-on-5. Very unlikely for Radix now. Smooya and Dancy, the power couple. Can they put their power into play is the question. Sliggy says no, shuts down Smooya. Looks for a second onto Dancy. A nice triple kill to close out the round. 9-5. Finally, exceL get themselves back on the board on their CT side. Radix win the buy. A bit of a hard buy going into this final round, though.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect that. I really did honestly think that Radix were going to take that round, considering their passive play. But, I mean, unfortunately, Craig got a little bit greedy there. He pushed around into Palace when he probably should have just held back and maybe smoked it off or just played, passively like I was just saying. But anyhow, he made that mistake. He got taken out. But let's see if they can correct that. And Smooth says, yes, we can, as he takes out Jenko at mid with the AWP. So well played from him. And that obviously gives them the man advantage. And they've got less weaponry right now. So they need Dancey and Smooth to really make a bit of a game changer here in this round so they can get back into this and make it 6-9.
Yeah, that first pick is something that exceL always seem to lose out on, and usually when they do that, well, usually when Radix win that kind of fight, and they, well, I mean, they usually end up winning the half. So I mean, like Radix playing that very, or winning the round, excuse me. So Radix playing very, very well in that regard, taking down Jenko. He's been the top fragger of the exceL side as well. So I mean, that's already a great start, taking down probably the most deadly player on the opposition's side. Mighty Max going to chime back, take down Dom and Cryptic, actually going to take down Crazy. So actually, the advantage for Radix might fall apart very, very quickly. Logsy able to trade back to Cryptic. Sligger gets Smooya, and now it's going to be on towards the A side exceL. 50 seconds on the clock. Bomb will get planted, and the retake has to come in from Radix. They haven't even got a defuse kit on their side. It will be Logsy that spots out one. Dancey coming in from CT, trying to rotate over towards the stairs. He's smoked off.
This could work out for them. This could work out for them. This is a great little play here from Dancey. He just needs to really try. He shoots. He tells the teams exactly where he is. And unfortunately, it's not going to work out as the damage being caused on Dancey is surreal. And then Lazar just finishes them off there. I was hoping that Dancey would actually pull something off with his teammate. I'd like to see on stairs, but unfortunately for him, nothing comes into play. And that's 10-5 to Team exceL. And what are your predictions going into the second half, and what do Radix need to do to get into this? Most likely win the eco.
Well, like I said, balance is slightly shifting here on Mirage, but when you usually see a team lose their CT side, it usually ends up being a case that they lose the match as a whole. Radix need to have just as strong a T side as exceL have had in the first half if they want to have a chance of staying in this one. They need to start things off by winning this pistol. They can win this pistol, and then they can win the knife round. Oh, sorry, win the rifle round, excuse me. Knife round, Jesus. Then they can even things up to 10-10. And that would be a great start for them, but for the time being, they need to focus on this pistol, as it will start off pretty poorly. exceL, no, sorry, it'll start off great, sorry, for the Radix side.
Yeah.
exceL going to be able to take down Sliggy. Lazar gets one more. Dancey gets one more onto Lazar. Mighty Max, Jenko, and Cryptic is going to be the last three alive here on the CT side. It's not worked out well for the exceL side. Radix will get the bomb down already.
Yeah, odd little play there from exceL. I mean, obviously they got USPs, they got the long-range pistols there, and it was also quite strange for the likes of Radix to be playing like they did. I mean, they got Glocks. I didn't think mid-control would be the best option for them, but I think it was Lazar or Sliggy that pushed up. I'm not too sure. And why push up? Just sit back, relax, and just wait for the USP to do the work.
Well, meanwhile, taking his USPs doing work, it will be Jenko and Mighty Max picking up two, but Cryptics and Jenko are taken right back out of the action by Cray. It's going to be left to Mighty Max, who's tapping away. Isn't going to find anything, and Smooya, cheeky knife, humiliating knife, will get the knife. And $1,500 for the Radix side as they pick their sick. They pick their pistol round, which, like I said, that's a great start for them already. Great
start, yeah. I mean, Radix really took advantage of exceL's mistake there on mid, and as soon as they got that pick, they thought, right, let's play some aggression, and they got onto site A, and they done just that, and took the rest of the CTs out very swiftly. So well played to Team Radix, being patient and waiting for the other team to make a mistake, which they did, as we just witnessed.
3 AKs, 2 UMPs out for the Radix side, so definitely a hard investment. And I mean, what can you really say other than, well, exceL needs to kind of hold their close range angles, which in this case they're not doing. One's over towards the market area. Mighty Max is going to be able to get Logsy, the UMP as well. Dom gets traded. Mighty Max gets Smooya. 3-on-4 situation. It actually does favour the exceL side, so they're doing a decent job at holding these angles, but going to come up to this scout, which Dom's going to be able to take him down. AK sprays onto 2. Mighty Max and Cryptic's left alive as Dancey picks up 1. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 for the exceL side. Not a very good round out of them. Of course, the force buy was pretty typical of that, but like, yeah, you're pointing it out pretty nicely to me. It's going to be the low HP coming out for the Radix side.
And we know what Cryptic can do. He's more than capable of taking these 3 players out, considering the HP that they've got. I mean, the bomb's down, he doesn't have a kit, but if he gets in there with the 5-7 and plays a bit aggressive, he can actually do something here. But unfortunately for him, Dancey backs up his teammate pretty well from B in a nice spot and takes him out swiftly. So unlucky from Cryptic, but why not give it a try? It was worth at least that.
7-10, exceL will have an advantage, but Radix slowly clawing things back. exceL with another eco. Tease it out for Mighty Max, and that's going to be all she wrote on that front. And the Radix side will start once again to move their way on towards the B site. Fourth floor up towards apartments, fifth coming in from the middle area. Excuse us, sorry, we're hearing some like mobile phone interference.
And it's getting on our nose as well. We don't know what it is.
We have no idea if you're hearing that, but it's really annoying us. It really is bugging us. But meanwhile, exceL, it will be a eco coming out, and Radix will have full reign of the B site as they stacked up A. They're going to head back around towards the top mid, and I mean, not much they can do in this round. In this case, it's just well, it should be 8-10. Pretty
interesting CT play here. Storming short as best they can. Dancy does a good job to get a couple of kills, but that wasn't bad play from the CTs to see if they can get much done here. But looking at their utility, no kits. Nade's taking out Sliggy there from Smooth. Well played from him. Mighty Max is sitting back saying, I'm not going for anything. I'm just going for some exit kills. That's about it. And yeah, I mean, Crypto's got an AK-47 now as well, so save that. Mighty Max trying your best to get an exit kill, my friend, and he does get one onto Dom, goes for a second onto Short, and he's going to get it. No, he's not. Smooth takes him out, but a nice try from Mighty Max overall, and like I said, we've got an AK in Cryptic's hands, so going into the 19th round here, the CTs can fully buy. They can now contend with Radix's buy, and hopefully they can climb the ladder and get away from Radix's eight rounds.
That last kill there, Smooth had gone down. That would have been so good for exceL if they had dropped that AK, because they've already done some serious damage to the economy. You can see only Logsy with the MAC-10 in this round who chose not to buy. AK's an AWP out for Radix. Other than that, just a single AWP on Smooth.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting there from Logsy, as you just pointed out. He does have the money to buy, but he's chosen just to stick with the MAC-10. So hopefully it works out for him. But looks like we're going to see a fast execute onto A side. The smokes go out very quickly. The flashes do too. Mighty Max is doing a good job at least killing Dom as they enter site. But Logsy's MAC-10 comes into favour. Kills Mighty Max with it. And now they've got the opportune moment to plant the bomb. And Cray's just doing that. He's playing for Apps. Palace, should I say. And it'll be interesting to see if anyone gets into Palace to play the spot advantage. But Cryptix is storming up. Gets a lovely kill onto Logsy. Dancy follows up and kills Cryptix with a nice trade there. Luzza gets an AW pill. Smooth says he's going to get an AW pill too as he takes out Luzza with that AWP. And oh, what a brilliant shot there from Smooth. Brilliant reactions as Sliggy storms around the corner trying his best to take him out. And overall, that was some brilliant play there with the AWP. Even good play with the MAC. And also, well, the AK, just an all-round great play from Radix.
And this is what I was talking about earlier. If they can get that rifle round, if they can get that first rifle round of the half, they can even things up. So now, this T side from Radix is starting to look a lot like the exceL T side. And well, this game is going to be a lot closer than we did think. Radix up to win the matchup here. exceL to take it to map 3 here. If they do win this one, it's going to be the pistols out for them. They'll stack up the B side, only one on A, and the bombs over towards A. So this should be a very messy round for the exceL side as Radix will once again set themselves up, anticipating aggression, anticipating exceL to try and extend it. It is an eco, so there is a sense of doing it, but so far, nothing coming out from the CTs.
And it really does look like both teams have really been stronger on the T side. I mean, exceL done great on T's, and Radix is now doing just that on T side too. So interesting. It's like you said, it's very much more of an even game than we predicted. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what exceL can do in this 20th round. They've got no defuse kits, a couple of light Kevlars and pistols, and that's it against a full buy from Radix. So if Radix play their cards right and work together and stick together when they execute onto site, there's nothing exceL can do whatsoever. But if they split, there's a chance that exceL could pick up a few strays off and use that man advantage to their advantage as they execute.
Well, exceL already going to start things off on the bad side. Mighty Max loses his life to the hands of Dom. And, well, all they can really do now is try and find a couple of frags here and there. Won't be able to do any much more than that. Smooth up, watching out, taps away. Isn't going to land the AWP shot. The Techno will be able to pick up Jenko eventually, but you know, an expected round coming out from here. Radix should have their 10th spray on through to Dancy. Sliggy goes falling. And Luzza. Cryptix will be alone too, alive. They do get picked up by Dom. $600 in the bank for him with that MAC-10. $1,200 actually. You get himself a nice 2K. So all Luzza can do right now is hold back, look for exits, and try not to get himself killed. He is back towards the B site. 10 rounds on the board for Radix. They will finally even things up against exceL and bring this one back within contention to win the series.
Now, what do they do, Team exceL? Do they buy next round, or do they save and try and build that economy up? Because it's going to be 10-10 across the scoreboard now. So it's going to be interesting to see what they go for strat-wise going into round 21.
Well, it should be the buy-up, of course. That 5th round is the full round loss bonus, so they should have the money for it. They are going to go ahead and buy it through. M4's coming out utility, the AWP on Sliggy. Going to be Kevlar and double AWP, actually. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. We haven't seen exceL putting this one out this weekend at all. So
no, they've mainly stuck with just one solo AWP, so yeah, you're right. It's going to be very interesting to see if Lazar and Sliggy can cause some damage here in this round.
They have to play this pretty well as well. They will put themselves over towards, well, middle. Over towards, I think it's actually, yeah, they're going to be 1 and 2, both on the B side, on the A side actually. One towards jungle and one towards the stairs area. Logsy pushes out, Mighty Max gets that first kill already, starts things off great for the Radix side, and now it's going to be the Radix side pushing in towards the apartments area. Smooya and Dom going to be held off by a good Molotov coming in from the player over towards Truck. And now it will be Jenko also chiming in with some Molotovs of his own, takes down Dom, drops the bomb, and now it's going to be the rest of exceL rotating their way on through towards the B side to try and defend. Radix now, they've got to go for B side push, they've got to try find these kills, they've got to get this bomb down, because look, it's in CT territory, a minute to go now, and a 3-on-5 situation definitely favours the exceL side as Lazar picks up one more, Dancy taps away, but Cryptix gets him back, and Cray now tagged up the 14 HP, does pick up one, but Mighty Max, Sliggy and Jenko are at a nice advantage here.
Yeah, good couple of kills there from both Cray and Dancy with the AK-47s, but it's not going to be enough here. As we can see, we got all CTs on site B with the bomb control, bomb in their control, and yeah, Cray surely gets taken out, and that's another round to Team exceL. So it's 11-10 in total now, and the economy is not looking, no, it is looking, should I say, pretty good for exceL, but it's also looking pretty good for Radix. So they're not out of this yet. They can definitely come back and gain the lead again if they wish to. I'm sure they do.
exceL will hold on to their lead after being tied up. Radix with a force buy here, so not a whole lot of money for the T side after this round. It could end up being a decent shout for exceL to take this one back here. They've got to win this round, however. A reset potential for both teams. It could be so crucial here for either one at this point. A very important round for this series, for this matchup here.
Yeah, nice bit of damage there onto Smooth with the nade, so well played from him throwing that down B-apps, and that's not going to make Smooth too happy as he tries his best to get a pick onto B, but he's going to retract now, he's going to come back, and he's not going to risk that anymore, as we just as we can see on the map.
Well, AK, AWP out for Smooya is going to be the Radix buy-up. exceL, very similar situation. The double AWP will not come out this time, Lazar. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't do that. I'm surprised they didn't reinvest, because that worked out so well for them last time. And, well, it's going to be Lazar with the AWP this time. He set himself up over towards the short area, so he'll be watching out. And he can quickly rotate away and spin around to try and shut down anybody coming up towards the apartments area.
And that's exactly where the teams are
going.
going.
Yeah, that's exactly where they're going to be going. So this could be a very interesting round coming out from the CTs. The Molotovs will start to pour on through.
It'll be very hard for the T's to do anything here. Considering the setup on B is as strong as it is, it's going to be very difficult for them to get on site. And we're just seeing just that. Jenko going huge, getting a lovely couple of kills onto Cray and onto Dancy, I believe that was. Smooth, great kill with the Tech 9. He's now in a 1v3 situation. Is there much he can do? Doesn't have a clue where Jenko is. He's using that smoke to his advantage on short, and there we go. As we just saw, Smooth goes down to his M4, and that's another round into Team exceL's favour, making it 12-10.
12-10, probably going to go 13-10. Radix, no money for this round. Potential force buy, but it'll be pretty bad if I do say so myself. Instead, they're going to go for, well,
they've got to run around the map with their Glocks out.
Yeah, pretty much. So Smooth are going to get out the Tech 9s, and the rest of Radix short to follow through with a couple of pistols, but other than that, not a whole lot into this one. 12-10, exceL looking poised to take a 13th, and it's just looking better and better for this CT side. They had a nice advantage going into their CT side, so they kind of want to take it over the edge, and I imagine that that's pretty much what they want to be going on with this one. 12 rounds for them. They'll set themselves up with their very standard angles. 3 on the A site, 2 on B. 1 can rotate over towards Snapness and try to take middle control, but so far exceL haven't been very dependent on that middle control, so they should be okay. Radix, instant, quick, in towards the site, jumping shot, does take down or tag down Jenko, and Dancy going close range with the P250. Actually, Radix are doing a decent job. They picked up 2. Jenko managing to get Smooya, but it's back to a 4-on-3 that does favour the Radix side.
Yeah, it does well, very well there, Jenko, to get a kill, considering he only had 14 HP. The Molly goes out. Now they're going for the retake here. That leaves Jenko, Lazar, and Cryptix in the 3v4 situation. It's going to be interesting to see if they can pull off a retake. They do have a couple of defuse kits, mind you, but Craig makes it very difficult for them to get on the sides. It kills Jenko. Cryptix is going to give the trade back onto Dancy. Gets another kill onto Logsy, and Lazar does follow up and kill Dom, and that leaves Cray in a 1v1 situation.
Man.
But unfortunately, Lazar doesn't have time to defuse that. He's got to retract and come back and save that orb. But that was a very nice try from the CTs to try and retake that site. But it doesn't work out for them in the end.
exceL put so much into that one. It took one single bullet to change the tide immediately back towards the Radix favour. Cray with the Tech 9 just shut him down with one simple headshot, and that was it. exceL shut away. Lazar, no defuse kit, ended up having to go ahead and retreat, save that AWP into the next round, and as a result now, once again, reset potential for the exceL side, reset potential for the Radix side as well. However, they have got a little bit of money to kind of drop into this one, and well, this game is just getting closer and closer as we do go on. UMP on Mighty Max is going to be the weak point for the exceL side. Radix, they don't really have a weak point. They've got themselves the full utility and armor and rifle buy, in fact. And they're going to go for an early execution on towards this A site. Here we go. Mighty Max is watching out. Smooth's got a good read onto where he is. Will Molotov him away. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade out as it will be Mighty Max for Loti. Sliggy falls the dancing. And with 3-on-4 situation, Radix looking to get this bomb down pretty quickly. The retake can come in from exceL. Look at this. Jenko. He's going aggressive towards the stairs. He doesn't manage to drop the bomb properly. He takes down Dom instead. Finally sprays. Takes down one more. But Smooya picks up the trade of 2 versus 2. They're trading so effectively. We're back to even Stevens and Radix in with a decent chance. exceL up with a retake here. Lazar and Cryptix up against Darcy and Smooya.
I'm liking his play from Smooth because obviously they're going to be calling the CTs that he's in Palace, thinking that he's in Palace, but he's not. He's rotated around to ramp. The bomb's planted for ramp as well, and he's going to probably use that to his advantage. He's got the AK-47 waiting for the bomb to be thrown to the defuse, and they line up for him, just as I said there. He takes out both Cryptix and Lazar and wins the round for his team. So Radix, brilliant round from them. Great smart play from Smooth, and it makes it 12-12 across the scoreboard.
And this also looks like that Radix could also be poised to be able to take the lead at this point. That's something that they've kind of avoided for a while now. I don't think they've ever really had a lead. Let's have a look. No, they haven't had the lead in this matchup at all. So this will be great for them. This will be great for the morale. Finally, they're taking one round above exceL, and you know, they'll be within touching distance of taking this map and taking this series as well. 5 AKs out for the T side. exceL only with pistols, P250s, and a UMP. They're going to be playing to tie things up once again on their CT side. So they'll be playing aggressive angles up towards short and middle. They're going to go aggressive towards middle. There's going to be no one to find there. Cray might be able to pick up a couple of kills. He does spot out. Well, the entire core starts things off. Sprays down Jenko to 3 HP, looking for whatever he can. And Jenko does actually manage to pick up the kill. Eventually, Dancer trades it out. Sliggy spots out. Presence towards the underpass area. So the 4-on-3 Radix should very easily take this round here. exceL definitely on the back foot as Mighty Max taps away onto Dom. Well, I mean, what can they really do at this point is the question.
Well, they know that Smooth, I thought they did know that he was in window, but clearly not, as he takes out Mighty Max there. I thought both Sliggy and Mighty Max were going to team up and kill him in window, but Smooth does a good job at killing both of those CTs, and he's got an inkling that one of them is in CT now, and that's Cryptix, obviously, as he's in a 1v4 situation with nothing but, what gun has he got? Just a 250, I believe. Yeah, 250 and nothing else. So there's not much you can do in this situation. They get pinned down, and Dom's going to take him out, and that's 13 rounds to 12 rounds for exceL. So Radix are in the lead here by 1 round, and you know, the economy is better, or slightly better for exceL in this round, so they can fully buy. So it's going to be interesting if they can claw back around and make it even again, but it's looking more and more unlikely as Radix now have won 3 rounds in a row, I believe.
Full buy, but there's a limit on the utility, and of course the FAMAS on Mighty Max as well. Great run boost from Smooth actually might work out to his favour. No one's going to be over towards the sniper nest, however, so he's going to not have that chance on his side. Of course, no AWP for exceL. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to take that angle, but yeah, going back to the utility of the exceL side, you can see that they've got very limited amounts, mostly flashbangs across the board, a couple of smokes, and only 1 Molotov from Jenko if they do decide to head over towards the push and try and stop it down. So Radix very decently poised in this round, and taking a look at all the details, and exceL going to have to rely mostly on their aim duels and their ability to dodge flashbangs from the Radix side, because they've got plenty of those in stock, and as well as that, Smooth's already picked up Sliggy to start things off greatly for the Radix side.
Yeah, nice little play there from Smooth. Bit of confidence coming from him, just scoping down and slowly checking the corners, and worked in his favour as he takes out Sliggy, as we just saw at Connector. So they got the man advantage, and you know, they can take advantage of this, and it looks like they're going to slowly rotate through T base back to the site of A. But look, this is interesting for Mighty Max because he's pushed so far into Palace now. They're fully unaware of that because they haven't got any Ts in Palace gaining that control. So even though they could possibly use this man advantage in their favour as they execute A, Mighty Max is in a brilliant position to take them out from Palace.
I mean, in Palace, and have to hold from Palace. Here we go. Full execution from Radix, and this one could turn up on top of a dime. Dancy spots him out, and 3 kills coming in for Lazza and Jenko apiece. 3 overall, and a 4 for Jenko to close it out with a quad kill. exceL shut the whole thing down. Radix, no chance to get on the bomb site, and no chance to get on the board again. 13-13, exceL even it up again.
Game of your life, Dancy says. Jenko, that was brilliant play. You can't take anything away from him whatsoever. I think that's 3, maybe 4 kills, but either way, you know, Dancy done well, mind you, to spot Mighty Max in Palace, but it wasn't enough, as we just witnessed. As soon as they entered sight from Radix, they got wiped out there by Jenko and in his teammate. I think it was it Cryptix? I'm not too sure. Yeah, it was Cryptix. So yeah, great defense from Team exceL, and it's 13-13 again.
Reset potential for both teams. Look at the economy. They've rolled it down. The banks are not looking great. There's one AWP on either side, and Smooth's tagged down. Almost landed a good shot on the Cryptics, and that would have been a fantastic start. A fantastic pick for the Radix side. Now they're going to have to be forced to rethink their strategy because they know where Smooth's position is, and they have a general read onto where this bomb could be as well. One player rotating back towards the A site for security purposes, but so far Radix, they've got a couple of different places to go. Up towards middle, a minute to go now. All the T-side players, including the bomb, going to hold that position. And well, they can do a couple of different things from here. It looks like one's going towards underpass, so they might try split towards the A site or push in towards the short area. So here we go, 55 seconds on the clock. Radix looking to try and set something up here. They've got to do it fairly quickly though.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at Dancy and Smooth, they've got some damage caused on them. So the one's on 53 HP, one's on 49. So see if this helps exceL as they go to execute a site. And that site's going to be B. And Jenko, Cryptics, line them up, destroy them. Lazza finishes off the last terrorist, that being Smooth. And again, that was well played from exceL to defend the site, this time it being B. And that gives them 14 rounds. So Radix is 13. So let's see what Radix can do, because looking at their economy, probably not too much in this 28th round.
Oh man, this looks to be exceL map point here. And Radix up for the force buy. Tech-9 armors coming out, utility. This execution on the A site has to be precise. They cannot afford to fall at any hurdles here. And exceL already trying to stop them from getting any further. Smokes out towards Palace, and Molotov out towards ramp. And the CT side, they are looking to try and shut this one down. If they can shut this down just as well as the last execute, then it's going to start off well. Mighty Max spots out 3, pulls it in. Smooth coming in from the side. It's
Look at Smooth though. He's in an opportune moment. He takes advantage of that.
Third. Will he find it? It's going to be Sliggy taking down Smooth, leaving Dancy alone in a 1 versus 3. Spots out 1, taps away, takes him down, picks up an M4, bombs down in the smoke, however. And Sliggy and Cole and Cryptics, it's going to be the shutdown. exceL picks up the 15th, and the map point to bring this on to map 3 in our lower bracket finals here.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic play there from Radix to at least get on site and get those kills. I mean, Smooth was a brilliant little lurk there, took connected control and took out some two CTs there. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough there. Sliggy did take out the last player of the AWP. You saw that little gap in the smoke there just as he entered the site. So well played. We've seen there the defense from exceL come in enormously in the last couple of rounds. And it's done very well for them to sit back, relax, and wait for them to execute on the site. And brilliant little deagle shot there from Logsy. But Mighty Max does trade, and now it's 4-4. But we've got 3 Tech-9s and a scout on Radix's side, and they're going to say that's all we need. As Gray just takes out Sliggy with the Tech-9 swiftly with a headshot.
Jenko challenging on, realizes he's there. There's only the scout out. That's the best gun they've got on the exceL side. It looks poised for exceL to take this one all of the way. They're still down a man, however. This one could flip on the drop of a dime at any point here, as it will be the Radix players resetting themselves back towards trying to pick up the bomb here. 2 players on the B site, so a push here could very easily shut them down, although if Mighty Max goes falling on the A site, then that could be well poised on their side. 55 seconds now. Radix look to set themselves up towards the apartments and the B site. 1 over back towards market, and this is such a good position as well from Smoothia. If he can get the backstab in, he can shut down the exceL players. Now, Radix with the execution. They're looking to try and take this one to overtime. Cryptic sprays on, gets one, but Smooya takes him out from the side. Jenko back
Do they know
towards
where
the bench,
Jenko is,
spots him
though?
out, takes down one, looks for the second, can't take down Smooya. It's a 2-on-2. Smooya coming in from the back line. There's going to be the low man alive, and a 1-on-1 takes down Jenko. Mighty Max rotating in from the back to try and close it out. 25 seconds on the clock. Smooya's got to go get the bomb. He's got himself an M4, and Mighty Max takes him down to 22 HP. A good round coming in, and exceL, they want to win this one so badly. Smooya has to keep it together for his entire team. 15 seconds on the clock. Mighty Max peeks out. Can't see him. 10 seconds. He's got so low amount of time. He's got to plant the bomb, and he will do so on the side. I'm not sure he's planting that for. He's planting for the right-hand side. And Mighty Max within touching distance of the third map for the exceL side, Radix. They don't want to let this one go so easily, so now they'll play Ringer Rosies around the B site itself, planted for bench, and it will be Smooya holding from the short area. This one could work out so well, and it's going to come to be the challenge over towards the apartments area. Smooya wins it out, and we go a little bit further here on Mirage. exceL and Radix, match point for exceL, Radix, overtime point for them, and they've got to get this round here.
Yeah, brilliant play there from Smooth. Very smart play. You can't take anything away from him at all there. Smoked, planted the bomb, and played time into his advantage as soon as the bomb was planted. And obviously both teams can buy here, but it looks more and more likely we might actually see some overtime in this map from, you know, some brilliant play from Radix. So well played to them overall.
Now Radix setting themselves up, a full buy coming out from both players. Sliggy's going aggressive and he's going to get punished for it. Dancy takes him down, and exceL are down a man already. Radix look poised to take this one to overtime to try and bring the second map back to their side, to bring themselves the end of the series at a 2-0. exceL now trying to set themselves up. Aggressive tactics, aggressive angles from Cryptic. Sliggy's already been punished for it, so I'm surprised he hasn't decided to back off. He's still going to hold back towards the apartments area, and Radix, meanwhile, they're rotating all three of their players on the A side over towards the B.
Yeah, and as we can see, Cryptic is on B on his own, so if they really hold themselves up here, Radix and storm into B as quickly as they possibly can, they could actually take this as their advantage and win the round, but obviously they don't know that there's only one CT on B. You know, that's all we can see, but looks as though anyhow they're going to go for it slowly but surely, and Cryptic is waiting for them to make that mistake, because he's in an opportune moment. He does have some utility to stop the tease as best he can. Good little nade there, causing some damage. Great kill onto Logsy there with the M4. Follows up and gets Crate and Dom. Brilliant play from Cryptic. Jenko finally gets into the site, backs his teammate up, kills Dancy, but that leaves Smooth in a 1v2 situation. The bomb's going to be planted on short again. It looks like he's going to pop that smoke and flashbang just to use time to advantage and try and get into that short area so he can play the bomb into his hands.
Watching out for the cross, spots out Lazar, taps him up, he's not going to find it. Looking for Mighty Max, and he takes him down. exceL take it to map number 3, 16-14, and what a great play from Radix. What a fantastic matchup from both these two teams. It went all the way down to the wire and all the way down to the last round.
Yeah.